What's happening, guys? CJ Curry here with another Prize Picks video. In today's video, I've got a few Prize Picks plays that are looking super sweet on this Saturday afternoon. So if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, I highly encourage you to get subscribed now. Make sure you ring that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss any new content when I drop it, and hit the like button for me. Let's go for 100 or more likes on today's video. Now, if you're not playing on Prize Picks yet, Code Curry will still get you a 100% instant deposit match, as you can see below. Go down to the description of today's video, make your first deposit, use Code Curry, and they're gonna match you dollar for dollar up to $100, making your first entry on Prize Picks completely risk-free. So with that out of the way, let's move on and take a look at the Prize Picks board. So I've got 3 different picks that I've got my eye on right now. We're gonna start with this first one. And it's Kevon Looney of the Golden State Warriors. He's going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm looking at his 8.5 rebounds. Taking a look at this simple little DVP chart, defense versus position. We head over to the center spot and we look at how many rebounds per game that the Cavaliers are giving up. And they're giving up a lot, 16.1 rebounds per game. That is the 5th most rebounds per game on average to opposing centers. So to say that Kevon Looney is in a great spot might be the understatement of the century. So now that we know that he is in a good matchup, let's also take a look at where he's at on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. This tool, for those of you who've seen my content before, an absolute game changer. It's going to get you in on the favorite picks, props, and plays on the Prize Picks board before they get bumped up, or they get bumped down, or they get removed from the board altogether. Taking a look at this, based on the juice on the different sports books, the optimizer says that we got almost a 54% chance of Kevon Looney finding at least 9 rebounds or more. So now that we have a positive expected value on this pick, let's take a look at some projections on Kevon Looney real quick. Fantasy Labs has him all the way up at 9.9 rebounds, suggesting that he's going to be rebounding about 10 or more boards tonight. So that's looking really good. A strong projection right out of the gate. Taking a look at a second projection. In this case, we're going to be looking at RotoWire. RotoWire's got him all the way up close to 11 rebounds, gang. So we know it's a great matchup. It's a plus EV play, and it's projecting well on a couple of different projection sites. So for my money, Kevon Looney over 8.5 rebounds, looking like a very solid option. Another solid option here is his teammate, Golden State Warriors point guard Stephen Curry. Again, we talked about the Cleveland Cavaliers, typically a pretty good team defensively, but they have had their struggles this season guarding opposing point guards. And we've got one of the best, if not the best, point guard in all of basketball facing off against this Cleveland Cavaliers squad today. So taking a look here, 57.3 fantasy score per game given up by the Cleveland Cavaliers this season to opposing point guards. That's the first most. No other team is giving up more fantasy points per game to point guards than this squad, the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we know that Steph Curry is in a fantastic matchup. We know that he is a fantastic player. Let's see if we've got some fantastic projections that suggest that Steph Curry can clear 39.5 fantasy scores. So for that, we're going to head over to Fantasy Labs. They've got him projected all the way up at 42 fantasy points, putting him over 39.5. Again, we're going to go back to RotoWire next. RotoWire's got Curry sitting at 39.6 fantasy score, slightly more than that 39.5 marker that we see him at over on Prize Picks. And then we'll check another site. In this case, this is NumberFire. NumberFire is a free site if you're looking for free projections. They've got him all the way up at 42.8 fantasy score. So Kevon Looney over 8.5 rebounds, looking pretty sweet. Steph Curry over 39.5 fantasy score, also looking sweet, which brings us to our third and final play. Atlanta Hawks point guard Trey Young. Now, I just want to point this out. This is real basic math here. 33.5 points and assists. Now, earlier in the day, his points on their own were at 24.5. His assists on their own were at 9.5. So let me bust out the calculator and show you guys. I've already added it up. 23.5 points plus 9 assists would mean 32.5 points and assists, right? Yet for some reason, PrizePicks has left his points and assists combo line at 33.5, which means we're getting a discount of 1 whole point and assist. Now, historically speaking, Trey Young against the Miami Heat, he's had his struggles. Anybody who knows a little bit about basketball and knows about this matchup, Trey Young versus Miami, knows that he's not played very well against the Heat. Let me show you something. This is his points and assist logs versus the Miami Heat over the course of the last 22 games or so. How many times has he exceeded 33.5 points and assists? I'm about to show you right now. It's not very many. 1, here he has 36 PA. 2, 43 PA. 3, 35 PA. 58 PA, that's 4. And then the last one, 39 PA. That was all the way back in 2018, though. So as you can see, the last 22 times he's faced Miami, he's only went over this points and assist line 5 times out of the last 22 matchups. So his struggles are real against the Miami Heat. But I want to point out, Jimmy Butler is reportedly out today. They're already without Tyler Hero, so they will be a little bit short-handed. This is not the same Miami Heat squad that Trey Young has faced in the past. And yes, he's coming off of a monster game against my Orlando Magic where he absolutely walloped us. But nonetheless, the matchup here for Trey Young against the Miami Heat is not a sexy one. If we take a look and see kind of overall how Miami's been against opposing point guards, we go all the way down to the bottom here. They rank in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. They're giving up the 6th fewest fantasy points, which is basically points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, and turnovers. 6th fewest fantasy points to opposing point guards. So they are a tough team defensively. Will Hero being out and Butler being out impact Trey Young? That remains to be seen. But nonetheless, we are getting some value here, as I mentioned, at 33.5 points and assists, just a touch too high. So here's what I'm going to do. You can do what you want. Here's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to take Kevon Looney over 8.5 rebounds. I'm going to take Steph Curry over 39.5 fantasy score. And I'm going to take a risk with Trey Young going under 33.5 points and assists. Now, for me personally, I'm going to flex this, which means if I get 3 out of 3 right, 2.25x will be my payout. Now, you could take one of these picks, 2 of these picks, all 3 of these picks, combine them with 3 of your own, 1 of your own, mix them up, do whatever you want to do with them. But if this goes 3 for 3, I'm going to give away half of the total profits. So 56.25. I'll give away 20. We'll call it $25. I'll give away $25 to somebody in the comment section. Be a subscriber, hit the like button, and I'll pick somebody from the comment section to win $25. Okay, that's what I'm going with. Good luck if you decide to go with it as well. And if you want more picks, plays, and props, I've got them for you. Winning picks being sent out every night by yours truly and by members of our Dub Club community. There's a link down in the comments section for you to join Dub Club. It's just 67 cents per day. You get started with a 3-day free trial. So don't wait, don't delay. Jump in the Dub Club and start winning more together. Good luck, guys. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.